What's up all my plant lovers and gardeners? I'm Devin Wallien, and in today's video I'm going to be going through my favorite and essential tools. I have over a couple hundred of houseplants and I have a 3-acre garden that I manage all by myself here in Westchester, Pennsylvania, Zone 6B. And in this video I'm going to first go through my favorite and essential tools for the indoor garden, and then we'll move to the outdoor garden. And before I get started, you can find links in the description to just about everything, if not everything, that I'm going to be referencing here in the video. So if something piques your interest, just scroll down to that video description and you'll find a bunch of links in right there. All right, so there's definitely going to be a few more tools for the outdoor garden, and this is stuff that I have just learned over gardening on my property of 3 acres for the last 5 years. And I've really tried to make the investments that I thought were most essential. So the first thing, I always have another pair of these Kuhn Rikons, because for the outdoor garden, I want to keep them separate from the indoors, and I want to keep them clean as much as possible. And these ones are going to be great for just quickly removing some spent blooms. It goes real quick in the garden, and that's why I love these. And I keep them a different brand, but a good old Felco case. It comes with like this little belt clip, so you can just kind of clip it on, and as you're walking around, you'll have them handy. There's nothing like not knowing where you put your pruning clippers when you're out in the garden. Now, another pair of pruners is Felco number 2s. These are the ones that I'm going to use for woody branches that are, less than a half an inch, definitely less than an inch in diameter. These I keep really sharp, and if I need to cut things back, whether it's pruning back a hydrangea shrub or something like that, this is when I'm going to use these Felco number 2s. These are one of the most used things that I have in this garage. And I also have another little leather carrying case for this guy, so I can keep it with me. Now, when I'm planting all of my plants, whether it's a little 3.5 inch pot or a little plug, something that's up to about a half a gallon size container, a 6-inch pot, I will use this Hori Hori. It's much faster than like a little hand trowel. I just dig a little hole with this guy, and it's super fast and super easy. Now, I always buy, like when I'm going to Home Depot or box stores, I will buy like a pack of like 10 gloves like this. Yeah, maybe it's not the most sustainable things, but I'm using these, my hands are getting sweaty, or I'm out in, and it's wet out. They start to smell after a little while, so then I'll just throw them away. So they're like a semi, reusable for a month or so, and then I switch to the next one. So right now I'm using these Gorilla Grip. I don't know. There's lots of different easy gloves like that. But gloves are so important. You do not want to be gardening out without gloves on, because you can cut yourself so easily. When I'm out quickly cutting things back and I'm holding things, I've cut myself, I had to go get stitches. So I've learned the hard way. Don't be a man, wear gloves. So, and then moving on to let's go here first. So another pair of pruners, loppers, I should say, are these Fiskars. These are 1.5 inches, and these are great for thicker branches that, maybe you have to cut things, like you're doing like a rejuvenation kind of prune on Rose of Sharon, for instance, and you need to cut, relatively thick stems back. That's what I'm going to use this on. These are great. I keep everything really nice and oiled. I'm going to make a video about how to maintain our tools soon, so that you can have a companion video to this, how to keep our tools up to date. But these are essential. So with those Rikons, the Kuhn Rikons, these Felco number 2s, and this Fiskar 1.5s, these are all of the hand pruners, loppers that I use. Now, moving on to a little bit more of the power tool side, something that is very useful is this guy. Now this is a DeWalt 12-inch mini chainsaw. Now this is a chainsaw for someone that doesn't need a huge chainsaw. Like I don't need some big gas-powered chainsaw. If there's anything that requires a big gas-powered chainsaw, it's better left for a professional arborist. I'm a professional gardener. I'm not a professional tree feller. So I will use this to take down branches that are maybe 2 inches, 3 inches in thickness, or if I have fallen, I have some fallen trunks that are 6, 8, 10 inches in diameter. This is what I will use to cut them into smaller pieces. And it uses these DeWalt battery packs that are rechargeable. So if you already have like a DeWalt drill and impact driver, you probably already have the batteries for them. This guy is great. I had a lot of invasive honeysuckles, and I had been cutting them all down by hand, and that was very laborious. I got this, and it really has changed my life. It makes my life so much easier in the garden. Having quite a bit of woodlands in my yard, this guy is awesome. Now, you do want to have some good eye protection if you're using those. Just to let you know, always wear gloves, always have eye protection when you're using things that are power tooled. Something I use on a very regular basis is my little electric. This is just a 20 volt leaf blower from Tree, and I use this very regularly. It's super lightweight. My wife loves to use it, so it's easy. You know, I don't do my own lawn care. That's the one thing I do not have time to do. So I'm not like, blowing, grass clippings all over the place. I also don't always do all of my fall cleaning, but this definitely comes in handy. All right, so this was a recent addition, and this guy is the Wild Badger. It has like a few different heads that you can put on it, but I use it for the brush clearing head. Now this is a 40 volt, it uses two 20 volt batteries. It's heavy and it's heavy duty, but this is what I use to help get rid of all of my invasive woody shrubs that are starting to grow, whether it's multiflora roses or my my invasive barberry or small honeysuckle, things like that. This guy is really heavy duty, but if you're using this, you really need to have on long pants, long shirt, and eye goggles because, or eye mask, because it's so powerful, things start flying, but this thing, it gets the job done. Very, very efficient. Now, while that Wild Badger guy, the 40 volt, does have a string trimmer attachment, like I said, I'm not doing my own lawn care. If I was, then I would probably use that. But this guy, my Ryobi, this is a 20 volt rechargeable battery string trimmer, and this is super lightweight. My wife loves to use it. It's really easy. I can go around the base of my shrubs with ease, and it's pretty quick. So for my string trimming needs, this is what I will use. And I think I will finish the video on something that is super basic and super essential. That is a good rake. This is an all like aluminum rake. I use this so much, whether it's getting some leaves up or brushing some fallen branches into a pile. This is something that I find myself using very frequently. So if you don't have a good rake, definitely consider getting one. It's been around for ages, and there's a reason for that. I don't think I need to mention things like shovels, having a variety of different kinds of shovels, like a square shovel, a rounded shovels, different sizes. They all have their functionality. But otherwise, I think that pretty much covers it all. If you do have any other tools that you think are essential, that you use all the time, please make sure to leave them in the comment section below. I always do my best to answer each and every one of them. Don't forget, subscribe to our channel, and also go check that video description for links to things, and you might find something that piques your interest and might make your life a little bit easier out in the garden. We have so many challenges in the garden, whether it's pests, or lack of rain, what have you. So having the right tools is something that we can do to make our lives in the garden a little bit more enjoyable, so we can enjoy Mother Nature even more. Anyways, thanks for joining me here on Plant Vibrations. I'll catch you guys soon. Ciao.